Why the hell they get your ads rejected? So let's demystify this in this video and let's understand those policies of ad rejection in more details. So maybe you're struggling with your ads, you're getting rejected without any reasons. Maybe your ads were running for quite a time and then just get rejected for no reasons. In today's video, we're gonna dig further on that topic and see what's going on and how you can use this at your advantage so you can get the best out of your ads. It's Mo here from Unlimited Scaling. We help e-commerce advertisers scale without blocks. Let's get started. So how does Meta ad process work? There is like, people talk about an AI check, people talk about like manual check. How this whole thing works? First, there is like an AI bot that will approve your ads or disapprove your ads, or reject your ads. Both are possible. And usually, from our experience, you can have like a manual review after 2 to 3 weeks of advertising after getting to a certain amount of budget. So it means that if you're at low budget, maybe you'll just be on AI bot the whole time. And if you're scaling a little bit, like once your campaign already spent the first 20, 30K, then you might have a manual review. So an employee is just making sure that this account is in good standing. Otherwise, it's the ban, and it happens to 80% of the people advertising. After the first months, some ads are not compliant and then boom, they get rejected. If you get your ads rejected, you can submit an appeal, right? Try to make it approved. You can also chat with the support, get like some kind of manual review. If it's approved, then all good. If it's rejected, you will notice you might get more ads rejected after this. So a lot of people just decide to don't review so they don't risk and they just process new ads. I mean, why not? If the ads, you're sure at 100% that it's compliant, then you can just go for a review. Otherwise, you can just leave it as it is and go to the next one. So it's really important to be careful with those ads rejection, making sure that you don't get too much ads rejection in a row, because if your account gets flagged, then it's very hard for you to get new ads approved and you're like, bro, what the fuck? The competitor can advertise, I can't, and you will lose a lot of momentum. So how long does it take? Usually few hours, sometimes longer. If the AI is a bit struggling on your ads, sometimes the copy is too long and has some doubt on it, then the review process might be longer. That's pretty much it. Common issues and mistakes. So regarding ad approval, what happens is we see a lot of people just ignoring about where they're sending traffic. It's really important that offer that you have on your ads and what you have on your landing page actually makes sense. Because if on your ads the claim is fair and on your landing page the claims are just totally unrealistic, then you will have your ads rejected. It's not because of your ads, but it's because of your landing page. Just so you know, it's a very common mistake that we see the whole time. Let's dig in more on what kind of things that they ban, and from my experience I will show you some things that I might see still some people being able to advertise. Let's jump into it. So tobacco is forbidden, but if you're selling coaching, like to help people stop smoking, basically, it could work. You just need to be super careful of how the creative are oriented. Doesn't really show like the cigarette itself, otherwise it will be rejected right away. But maybe it can be through like some metaphors, like people understand that you talk about tobacco, but it's not clear that it's tobacco. A good example for this is to talk about broccolis when you're talking about very common one, or eggplant if you want to talk about, you know, that's the kind of ideas as well. Illicit products, drug, prostitution, ammunition. Okay, so yeah, basically I don't see too much offers running things like that. I saw some equipments regarding weapons, like just some like gadgets around it, or it can be like, of course, everything related to like water guns and things like that is still cool. But even those ads can get restricted if the angles are like discrimination. You can show on your creative some ethnicity, but you don't want to call this ethnicity. So that's something that is very important. Otherwise, you could get some like your accounts banned just for this. But usually like it's first on your ad level and then it might go at a higher level. So financial products can still be allowed, just depends how is it oriented, how you show the things, I would say. There is actually, and on all this stuff, it doesn't mean that like you cannot like advertise at all. It's just that some of them, like it's just you and what kind of ads you're actually running. but of course like strictly what it's written. But if you're like around the topic but not exactly into it, then it should be fine. Alcohol, gambling, adult themes can run if it's done the right way, in the right markets, with the right age, original limits, and disclaimers. Consider how your ads will impact viewers. So basically anything that offends, shock, or harms will likely be rejected. So we don't want to make people feel bad. It's really important that people don't feel like harassed, bullied, or anything like that. By the way, if you guys want the list, I can send you all of this literally like on email or by DM. Just feel free to ask us and we can send you this right away. Then deceptive content. If Meta feel that trustworthy and authentic, if you're exaggerating some misleading tactics, especially in health or finance, then the ads will be. Here's like an example with like two same ads but with just a different copy. The first one is like lose 20 pounds in 10 days with our green smoothie, order now. And the other one is just enjoy our new spinach slime smoothie, order now. So yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, then they will be flagged. You will have your account in bronze level and it won't work. So be careful with this. So I see a lot of these things in weight loss and fitness niche. It's important, like you can write it in a way that it's not explicit. It's not like directly, hey, you will lose this, you will lose that. She feel better after taking this. She feel more comfortable, more confident. She feel more fit, whatever it is. But it can be sentences like that are not explicitly this. And I see e-commerce guys scaling to like millions a month with just showing, but without telling. So it's very important to master that skill. And this is what will get you to high level of results in your ads. Non-existent functionality policy, misleading the audience. The policy prevents advertisers from misleading the audience into believing that the ads image or video offers a function that is not available. For instance, you try promoting a quiz or a poll with a static image, it will probably be rejected. So some people try to lead, like participate in a pool. So basically it leads like to click or to answer, and then people will click on the ads. This was way used back then to get a lot of clicks, but things like that will get rejected. Copyright violation. So this is like super common. I see this all the time. Basically content like using soundtracks or virtual assets or trending graphics from that is owned by someone else copyright, then this will lead to rejections and ban. So it can be like a counterfeit good, another brand's identity, some logos, endorsement without permission, like some UGC creators doing ads for someone without their permission, exploit personal information or violate privacy rights. So all of this very, very common. Then we have ad quality, like using like just text, the whole creative like as a text, things like that, or too much writing. This might get your ads rejected as well. Personal attributes directly talked about a lot, but it's the direct address to the user. Avoid using words like you, yours. What to do when your ad is rejected? First of all, make sure to avoid submitting ads that are borderline, especially if the account page is new or if you have a high amount of rejected ads. Repetitive violation can lead to delayed review process, reduce ad visibility, and eventually reduce in ad restriction and permanent bans. We can investigate why the ad got banned at the first place. Using all this information we see today, we can sit down, analyze, and see what's going on. Sometimes an ad is supposed to pass, it's just that your account is too burned for the account to pass. So this happens the whole time. It's also okay to try on other account if the problem is happening too often. So yeah. So here we're going to talk first about identify what's going on. You can check, edit the ad itself that is rejected, and maybe try to edit what for you think that leads the ban. Is it the copy? Is it the content itself? Is it the hook? Usually things, if it's a video, it's on the first seconds that there is something that is violating the rules. And then of course you can do the edits and then consider applying again or appeal, but I don't recommend you to appeal directly to request the review if you think that there is something that is not working properly. And then, so worst case scenario that can happen to you after too much rejection, after you tried different accounts, after you did your best. And it sometimes happen on ads that you've been running on for long term that were just approved for some time, and then at some point they had some manual review and got rejected, and this can happen literally overnight. So a quick word, the common reason for ad account ban is having too much ad rejected. So a good way to avoid this is to use stronger accounts like agency accounts that have lower rejection rate, or you can also recover your account if it's banned. Or what you can do is request a review with the support. Eventually they can help you to recover it. If your ads get massively rejected, it's not random and you have to fix it. You have to understand what's going on behind the policies, and this way you can get the best of your ads. There is also like an option to like get the ads approved. That can be interesting if like basically your ads are supposed to be okay, but still there's something going on. If you want us to investigate further on this, you can text us, me and my team, and we can look into it. You send us your ads and we have an investigation, what's going on and how we can make that stuff look better. Okay guys, thank you for your attention. I see you in the next videos, and yeah, subscribe, like, love, bye bye.